All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Tater Streams, and welcome to the Daily Dose of YouTube. Excuse me if I can't get up. You can't see him, but there's a little kitty here on my lap who just wants to hang out right now while I'm streaming. So, guys, we are down to doing one episode a week of the Daily Dose of YouTube because, well, mental health and blah, 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 and I'm exhausted from doing so many of them. We've almost done 50 of these things. And thank you guys who've showed up and watched them and watched the shorts and the clips that I put out later. I really, really appreciate it. While you're watching, I want to encourage you guys to go check out w.gg and use code TATERHATERS with a Z. That's my code that'll get you 10% off. Anyone can use it. And go check out what W does, man. They're pretty good. They want to sponsor people for gaming. And if you get big, they'll start paying you money. But if you use that code, that 10% off, I actually get a little bit of a kickback, which is kind of cool. And if you go do the same thing, get sponsored by them, you can get a 10% off code and get kickback too. All right. Now that I've got some hydration going on, we can turn this fucking music down and we can get right over to the fucking show, dude.
We at CD Projekt Red are happy to fully unveil The Witcher 4.
Whoa, this looks amazing. I didn't expect gameplay to drop this soon.
It does look really good.
In addition to this, all gameplay in this demo has been captured on a PS5 in 60 frames per second.
Wow, well,
okay.
Ciri looks great. I'm excited to play as her, but it will be hard
these
for
are
you guys to
cutscenes.
win back trust after the launch of Cyberpunk 2077. People will be skeptical buying The Witcher 4
Oh
day
boy,
one because
that was a
of
little
that
rough
launch.
when it started.
We fixed Cyberpunk 2077 with updates as well as the DLC for Phantom Liberty.
Right, and I completely agree.
And it is really
Cyberpunk
good.
is one of the best RPGs now, but sadly, its poor launch defined it and held it back from winning Game of the Year in 2020. This demo for The
True.
Witcher 4 looks awesome, but
Very true.
I really hope you take the time to optimize it. I feel like the reputation of CD Projekt Red can be restored with this game, but it needs to have a good release to meet expectations.
Hey, I've been wanting to get into PC gaming. Where do I start? Sure thing, you can either buy parts individually or get a pre-built. Pre-built sounds easy. Yeah, if you're a bitch. What? You're gonna pay someone to build your PC for you and upcharge you for everything when you can use that money, save it, and get better parts? Oh.
Yeah, you could have done that. Now your best shot for building a budget PC with better parts and whatnot all comes from the secondhand market. Trying to do that now is next to impossible with the RAM prices and the GPU prices and the storage prices going up like crazy. It is so fucking hard to build a decent PC with the prices there are right now.
Okay then, well I guess I'll buy the parts individually. That's better. Now let's get you a GPU. What's that? It's pretty much the most important part. It renders your graphics, allow you to see and play your games. Okay, it's important. Let's get a good one of those. Alright, well in the year 2018, let's see what you have, and they're
In
gone.
2018?
What? Yeah, unless you want to be upcharged and spend a lot of money, you can't really get a GPU right now.
It's true. They were fucking gone, dude. People were buying GPUs left and right because of the crypto fucking boom. And the crypto boom didn't even get really, really big until 2020. That shit just blew up because everybody was fucking off work and was getting government fucking money.
And why not? Because everyone's buying them up right now to crypto farms. They think crypto's the future and it's not a giant bubble. But you can get a GPU if you buy a pre-built. Hey, I've been wanting to get into PC gaming. Where do I start? $5,000. Oh, okay, that's a little out of my budget. I don't need like a monster PC, just something to play games on. Oh, that's not for the PC. What? That's just for the GPU. I thought the whole crypto craze was over. It is. AI's the new bubble now. Well, then could I still lower a GPU on a budget? Sure can do. $1,000. That's not great, but I mean, it beats $5,000. Oh, no.
You can build a good PC on $1,000 budget, okay? You're just going to be playing in 1080p, not 4K.
Oh, that's for the RAM. What the fuck?
I think the video games that I've worked on before, creating the characters, were much more akin to a conventional acting process. This was quite idiosyncratic in the sense that the character had already been motion captured, and my job was to voice the character. So some work had been done in the physical exploration of the character. Well, all the work had been done physically.
Dude, Andy Serkis is by far one of this generation's best actors. The way he brings these characters to life and comes up with their entire backstory and personality and puts like his spin on it is fucking incredible. From Lord of the Rings to The Hobbit to fucking King Kong and plenty of other fucking shit, dude. Like, one of the craziest roles I ever saw him in was this movie called The Long Shot, where he plays like a rich, like, Republican donor to the media, and it looks nothing like him. You cannot tell. It's not a CGI character. It's a real person just with tons of prosthetics, and that was all his idea.
And I was so, in terms of creating him psychologically and vocally, it was really taking cues from another person's performance. So that was challenging and not unrewarding. I enjoyed the process of it. But if you're doing an animated movie, for instance, you're creating the voice first, and then the animators work to that animation. Or if you're doing obviously a performance captured role, you're authoring the whole performance. But this was a very strange hybrid. But
Yeah, and he took like a back seat most of the time to like what he was like acting in. Like early on, he was not a fucking crazy actor, like well known or like well called upon. Like he was getting turned away at like casting calls and shit like that. They're like, all right, yeah, better luck next time. The only things he can get were like obscure roles, and now he chooses obscure roles on purpose because he's a character actor, dude. He's really fucking amazing.
But I enjoyed the process.
Serious, sir. Steam is coming out with the Steam Machine. It's a PC, but you can plug and play it onto your TV, like a console. What do you mean?
Yeah. Yep. It's going to be fucking sick. It's going to be so sick, dude. It will be like a fucking computer in your living room.
Console? Steam has my games on it. Yeah. Get Xbox on the line right now. What do you want? Did you know about this? Know about what? I'm on the other line arguing with TikTok and Instagram Reels. Steam's coming out with a console. Console? I thought it was just a PC. You plug it into the TV, you start playing games. Damn, these niggas made a console.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they did. And not only that, but they own the biggest fucking video game store of all time. So, like, you need to have like Steam on your console if you want to compete with a Steam machine, it seems like.
Well, I knew they were cooking up something. Why do you think I gave up? You could have warned me about
Why I
this.
gave up?
They can play some of my games on that thing. How do you think I feel? They can play all my games on that thing. This is a catastrophe. Who are you telling? I'm a Microsoft console. Now you can run Microsoft on another console. It's like a PC as well. So you can mod it, right? It's gonna play games at 4K, 60 FPS with FSR. It's gotta be like $2,000, right? Brokies can't afford that. Steam keeps taking my ideas. I'm about to release the Xbox ROG Ally XXX''X Charles X Xavier, and no one's gonna get it now. They're gonna be the only console that doesn't require payment just to use online services. Damn.
That's fucking true too, man. I miss that. Do you guys remember the days of like PlayStation 3 where you could just fucking like boot it up and play Call of Duty and play all the other games online with your friends and not actually have to pay for online services? And if you had a 360, sorry, because you know what Xbox Gold was.
Why didn't we think about that? We did! And then we started charging them. Oh yeah, I don't think they really enjoyed that. By the way, you talked with Nintendo yet? I'm about to call them right now. Okay, tell them I said hi.
Tell them I said hi.
Why aren't you panicking? I told you. I already gave up. I already knew about this. Listen, my games are everywhere now. I'm out of the console war. I'm free. I'm looking at beautiful skies, luscious trees. Sega says hi, by the way. Nigga, screw both of y'all.
Sega says hi.
Now, I'm gonna have a heart attack. God of War.
Dude, Nintendo's not going to give a fuck. They're going to be like, yeah, we don't care. We have all these things that we own for our games, and you can't have them. So Nintendo's not going to give a shit. The only thing they're going to start to care about is when they start modding it and they start putting emulators on it. That's what they're going to fucking care about when that happens. And they already can do that on a Steam Deck. So Steam Machine, right behind it.
Horizon? On a different console? You're on speaker, what do you want? Hey man, did you know about this? Know about what? Steam has a console. I thought that thing was just a PC. You plug it into the TV, you start playing. Look, did you know about this or not? Yeah, I heard something about something coming out at some point, but why do I care? It's a cube-shaped console with an extensive library of games that resonates in the hearts of all gamers. They stole my whole flow. Bar for bar. You
They literally did. They made a Steam GameCube. That's fucking funny, dude. I mean, that was one of the best systems of all time was the GameCube, dude. People loved it, and there was plenty of stuff that people still wish they could play today. So Steam using their library and making a Steam Cube actually makes a lot of sense.
You gotta sue them or something, right? You gonna do that, right? I'm gonna sue them because the device is shaped like a cube? Do I look like the type of company that would sue somebody over a minute and petty grievance?
100 Nintendo. 100%. Me even making this little video with like one little segment of me talking about Nintendo saying how like they sue a lot of people could get me fucking flagged for shit. I've been flagged by fucking Disney. I've been flagged by fucking Studio Ghibli and Nintendo. Shit, don't even let me get started about TikTok. They flag everything.
I'll have my lawyers work something in the morning.
Yeah,
good,
I knew it.
Because this thing comes
Knew
out,
it.
we're all doomed. This is a Japanese company, brother. I don't speak French. Plus, my games aren't even on Steam. I don't care. It's also a PC. So, a PC that can operate Windows. So, which then can be used to emulate video games. Wait, are you telling me this thing can play Breath of the Wild? Not legally, but yes.
Had to throw that in there.
Wow, so you were throwing little white girls up in the air.
Yes, I was. Yes,
Hell
I was.
yeah.
Living MLK's dream.
for
I
you,
think
man.
That was part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
What year?
Nice.
What years were you there? So I cheered from 2013 to 2015. When you guys won the Natty, Cardale Jones.
That's us.
Yeah, like, so he literally ran a touchdown to my face and said, "Oh, Buckeyes." And I was like, damn, bro, that's a lot.
right.
That's got to be the worst time to be a male cheerleader. When a quarterback from the other team's like, what's up? You got a megaphone in your hand, like,
I
I never thought about that. Opposing player run to the sideline, seeing you, be like, what's up?
God damn.
That's devastating.
Okay, so here's a fun little piece of video game trivia history that a lot of people don't know. If you're my age, you grew up playing Super Mario Brothers for the NES. Oh,
I am 10 years younger than Topher. 10 years younger than Topher. Coincidentally, tomorrow, when this video comes out, will be my birthday.
over and over again, staring at all those beautifully designed worlds in Super Mario Brothers. But what a lot of us didn't realize is the clouds in Super Mario Brothers and the bushes in Super Mario Brothers
Are they the same?
actually the same exact
They
piece
just
of
changed.
artwork, just colored differently. And most of us
Show me
never
it.
even realized it.
You've never had to
Oh my
grow
God.
up in your life.
I absolutely have.
You're dressed like a clown.
Just because I have yellow hair, you think that?
You tell me, does she look a little bit ridiculous? She does like bear a striking resemblance to the Hamburglar. Not gonna lie.
I
Yes.
can't be a grown up.
Yes.
I work an office job. I got the office job with the yellow hair. Okay.
Well, yeah, not making an office pay.
The job thing is not my fault.
Says every colored haired
No,
woman.
okay. So they're apparently
drop.
implementing a new AI program that is going to be specifically affecting my department.
How do you fire someone without saying that you want to fire them so you don't get in trouble for like DEI or any of that bullshit? You develop an AI program that replaces them.
Well,
So-
AI's good at not canceling their employers on TikTok.
I've worked here for over a year now.
Girl, the moment you get laid off, you're going on TikTok and talking shit.
I can
100%.
search for another job.
Yeah, but I want you to collect an income while you're searching for the other job. Trying to get 10,000 hour.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? That's what she wants to spend the money on, and she's crying on fucking financial audit? You'll never learn. You'll never learn. Also, your boobs will be small forever. I'm sorry.
That's not even in the conversation if you might be laid off.
So this is Blitzo. Correct, and it's just Blitz. And he's from Hell of a Boss. Also correct.
Great
which is
show.
the prequel to Has Been Hotel. Well, yes, but actually no. What?
How would it be a prequel? It was just the show that Vivi worked on before Amazon said, we'll give you a ton of money to make a new show because we like your old show. We liked your YouTube show. We'll give you a ton of money for a new show. So why would you call it a prequel? They exist in the same universe and at the same time. All right, explain.
Was turned into a show before Hazbin Hotel, but it doesn't lead directly into it. So they're separate stories
Right.
then? Exactly. The only thing they really share is the location, which is hell. Correct. More specifically, the Pride Ring of Hell. Wait, there are more rings to hell? Also correct. Explain. So there are...
The Pride Ring. The Pride Ring of Hell. Okay. All right. That's why everybody's so flamboyant and fucking hilarious.
7 rings of hell, each one representing one of the 7 deadly sins. And why isn't any of this mentioned in Hazbin Hotel? Because sinners can only live in the Pride Ring of Hell, and Hazbin Hotel is all about rehabilitating sinners. Then who lives in the other rings? The Hellborn demons. What? Yeah, like imps, hellhounds, the Goetia. The who? Well, Stolas is an owl, but the rest of the Goetia are based off other birds. So what is Hell of a Boss even about? It follows the lives of the immediate murder professionals, which is the business that Blitz owns. Oh, so Blitz is the boss. Exactly. Is the show...
I feel like this dude just overcomplicated the show. He's trying to do a really good explanation of it, and I'm not mad at it. He's doing a decent job, but he's glossing over certain things that would help you explain it and understand it much easier. But anyway, good short, dude. Probably fucking could have cleaned it up a little bit better, but I mean, I like it. I like the show. I like that he's actually commenting on it. I love fucking Blitz. I think Brandon Rogers is fucking awesome. He's an amazing voice actor, character actor, and fucking actor in general, and his YouTube videos are legendary.
Also a musical, not as much as Hazbin Hotel, but there are songs. Are they any good? Oh yeah, my favorite song from both shows is sung by the Sin of Lust and their partner, which is a cyborg jester imp. What the f?
They're great. All of the music in Hell of a Boss is great. It's so good. The first season of Hazbin Hotel actually had some of my favorite songs too. Loser Baby is by far my favorite song from Hazbin Hotel.
Don't get into gaming PCs unless you can afford a mid-tier rig. Just stick with console until then. Now, yes, if you know what you're doing, it's absolutely possible to put together a...
Hold on, okay. When was this, like, made, dude? When was this made? Like, this price list does not compute, dude. Does not compute. This okay, this is a 1080 build. So yeah, like I said earlier, if we were going to fucking build a gaming PC today, you could definitely build a $1,000 gaming PC. You would just have to be a 1080p one. You're not going to get a 4K gaming PC for $1,000 today. If you do, it's going to run like shit, guaranteed. Or you came across the greatest deal of all time, and kudos to you.
1080p gaming monster for $500 like this build, $450 like this one, and here's a $400 pure performance build. And I've even built PCs for like $100 and they run great. But the key to what I just said is that you have to know what you're doing. Not trying to humble brag or anything, but it is very true. If you are a PC building rookie and you're not super interested in learning the hobby of building a PC, and if you only have like $300 or $400 for gaming, I'd recommend getting a console instead for
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense for you, being a novice and not knowing what you're doing, to just buy a console. I would say buy a PS5, because then you can play PS4 games, you can play PS5 games, you've got everything on the fucking Sony store. Xbox is still marketable too, but I mean, like, with everything you can do with Steam Machine coming out, like, it's not going to matter. And everything that's already is an Xbox, as they say, it really isn't going to fucking matter. I'm technically a PC novice. I've built 2 PCs. I have helped people build their PCs, but all I've done so far is upgrade and upgrade. Like, I got one, and then I just fucking started to upgrade that, and then I was like, I'm doing a whole new one from scratch, and I built that one, and I love it. It's, once you get into it, it's super fun and entertaining to fucking do.
Sure. But if you want to jump into the deep end and learn this hobby, then a budget PC can definitely be done. Just make sure that you activate Windows after you're done building, and places like KeysFan can hook you up.
Don't forget to do this. Click the link for my sponsor.
Other software and keys on here as well.
I'm just kidding, ZTT.
We'll save you some money, and that link is in my bio.
Young, do you have a boyfriend?
I'm looking for a boyfriend.
Oh my goodness. What kind of
you are not going to have to look very hard. Okay? Not going to look very hard.
What guy are you into? Do you have a specific type?
I mean, you're cute.
Oh my goodness.
Tony's gay as fuck, dude. I don't know if she knows, bro. I'm just kidding, Tony. We love you.
Whoa. Wow.
Do you like Asian? I've never heard you are with an Asian.
Red Band is the Asian specialist here. This is as
Okay,
good
I
as
guess
it's
no.
gonna
Then
get.
that's a
I
good
guess
rejection.
no.
No, I don't think you have the parts that I'm into, young. You know what I'm saying? What kind of Asian are you? Are you Thai?
I'm from China. I love China. It's a great country.
Fuck yeah, dude. She is definitely like, if she could fucking think of that on the spot and just start ripping those types of jokes on Kill Tony, she could be a fucking good comedian. And it's hard to do that shit, dude. It is so hard to come up with shit on the spot. I got some friends who fucking do some comedy stuff in the comedy space, and I gotta fucking go support them and see them more, dude.
Candace has mentioned several times
Okay,
that the ball
here it is.
in our court. So here's what is going to happen. In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point. We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix.
That's going to be fucking crazy, dude. Because I do want to hear all of what Candace has to say. Because she apparently has been just collecting and collecting and collecting information ever since Charlie's death, because things didn't sit right with her and things didn't seem right when it came to Turning Point USA and Erica Kirk. And I'm just a spectator in this, man. I don't have like an official dog in this fight. I just want to hear this side of it. You know what I mean? You have to fucking open your mind to different perspectives. You have to open your mind to different people's opinions, and you actually have to fucking listen. If you don't, you won't grow. You won't fucking gain a higher sense of knowledge or a higher sense of intelligence. You'll remain ignorant. You'll remain fucking stupid. And people refer to you as retard on the internet.
At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
Yay! Finally, you didn't have to get through all that shade that you were throwing me to get to the point that you were willing to answer questions, okay?
Yep.
Because that's what Charlie did for a living. He stood up.
Yeah, he just talked for a living. He just fucking talked to people, got their side of things, and spoke on his side. He spoke on his beliefs, but he would also listen to you about your beliefs. And it's crazy to me that that could get you shot here today.
Up on college campuses, and he debated people. And he sat there principally and debated people because he felt that he had the moral high ground, okay? And that if those people disagreed with him, he could bring them over to his side. You guys have been actually acting and embodying the opposite of Charlie Kirk's spirit, okay? And you did it even in this. It was like one big character assassination. And it wasn't to me. That's what you guys don't understand. You're not attacking me. You are attacking millions of people around the world who watched a man, an innocent man, be publicly executed and then watched what felt very much like the state collude to feed us absolute horseshit about what took place on that day.
Dude, it's fucking wild to me. It's wild to me that everything that transpired after Charlie, you'd think it would bring a lot more people together. The fact that somebody had to die over speaking, over words, when that's our God-given right in this country, is freedom of speech. We're all allowed to do that. The fact that somebody had to die for that, and then they tried to cover a bunch of stuff up and change a bunch of things out of people's minds and fucking just move things around, and they moved differently. Like you wouldn't think they did what Candace is accusing them of, but I'm of the belief that you should always hear the other side. Like I've said before, the 10th man. If 9 people are saying one thing, you got to have that one person say, I don't think that's it, and have to fucking investigate in the opposite. And Candace has been doing that. So if this actually goes down, that's crazy, dude. I would love to fucking see this.
You guys have even allowed people to inject themselves into his legacy that Charlie didn't even like.
Yeah,
and
facts.
we're supposed to believe you're doing this because you're his friend? Because you're committed to truth? You sat there and allowed the very people who pressured Charlie towards the end of his life to try to claim his whole legacy? And you're pretending we are the ones that are immoral? You're upset because you got caught lying. You're upset because you got caught with your pants down, but you cannot blame me for that, okay? These were your own errors. These were your own lies. And I was not going for a single second to let up on the pressure. In fact, I have been so strategic that I have been holding on to certain information, hoping.
Like I said, man, I can't wait to fucking see the information that Candace has and that Candace is going to fucking drop about this. It is going to be so fucking interesting to hear what she's going to say and who she's going to say it to. I hope she does this. I really do. I hope she goes out with a bang and fucking like annihilates everybody in this space, dude. I really do. It's going to be very interesting to see. I hope you guys watch this shit too, man. I mean, because you have to hear more than one side. You have to hear more than one perspective. And Candace's perspective has always been interesting to me. I've always liked watching her.
That you would acquiesce to have a public conversation because I want to look you in the eye.
Yeah.
And I want to challenge you to lie to me because I care deeply about what happened to Charlie on that day. I don't think we're getting the truth. And I do believe that because you are not forthcoming about the information that you have about Charlie texting you guys and saying that he thought he was going to be assassinated that very next day. Okay. The day that he died, Charlie knew, said he thinks he was going to be killed tomorrow. And you guys are sitting on that information. So I'm the right person. Yeah. I'm the right person to sit across from you and to ask you questions.
And she's not one of those people that makes me fucking think of, you know, like when you see Cat Williams fucking like go on Club Shay and like he says like a bunch of shit that like makes a lot of sense. But in the same breath, he says something that's so fucking crazy. Like, I've read 3,000 books since I was fucking 8 years old. I read the entire encyclopedia. Candace is not like that. Candace actually spits facts behind what she says. So I would love to fucking see this happening. I hope Turning Point fucking does have Discord because that's what Charlie based it on was Discord. So I really hope that happens and we get to fucking witness it. But guys, that's going to do it for the Daily Dose of YouTube. I hope you guys had a great time with me. I enjoyed it. It's been fun. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Tater out.